Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
Fellas, we need some volume, bro. We need some damn volume. Jordan smelled like spoiled cabbage. I did a little bit today. I kind of smell like shit right now. I'm not gonna lie. Played a little basketball today, and man, my feet are smelling. My feet are ridiculously smelly, right? You know your feet smell bad? They smell a little bit like cheese. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Happy damn Monday. And let's see if we can have a little fun today, even though the market's kind of boring again, right? Let's freaking get it, man. Let's get it. Man, is this mic on? Hello? Is the mic on? Hello, can you guys hear me? I don't know if they can hear me. Let me get it close to my mouth here. Guys, there is zero volume on the chart, all right? Bitcoin ain't going anywhere, all right? The dollar's gonna bounce. Stocks are gonna crash. Bitcoin will follow the stock market. It is over. Get it through your thick skulls. Your Ponzi scheme is over. All right? Bitcoin ain't pumping anywhere. It's done forever. All right? Get out of here with your freaking Ponzi scheme. It's over. All right. I'm going to take a nap. Sick of this shit. Thank you, Mike. Hey, happy Monday, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Nola, what up, bro? Interactive, what's going on, bro? Bigton, Lazarus, Nathan, everyone in the chat, bro. Let's get it. The first day of earning is down. So far, not so bad, right? Not so bad today. The dollar dropped a little bit. Stock market was pretty much flat, and Bitcoin was flat today. So not the worst day in the world as we kind of try to get through earnings week for the U.S., one day down, but today was the easiest day. Today was by far the easiest day. We got a big ass freaking week ahead of us here as we try to survive earnings week. What's going on? Nothing like being insulted by Mike. It's so true, man. I'm the only stream you come in here to get insulted. You know what I mean? Like, how many? I always like to say this. How many times, like when you guys first watched my stream for the first time, and you watched for a little bit, you had to be insulted at some point. Like, who was insulted, right? Who actually hated me the first time they watched the stream? Probably most people. The first time they watched the stream, they're like, what the frick is this guy saying? Is this guy shitting on me right now? Is he calling me a horse guy? Is he calling me a horse? What is he trying to say? I look like a damn horse? No, I'm not trying to say that, man. Who we got? Interactive said, Jordan, fix the background. What's going on with the background, bro? Oh, the background in the pregame lobby. I got you. Yeah, I took it off because I thought that's why the computer was being slow. But that ain't why the computer is being slow, man. That ain't why the computer's being slow whatsoever. Magni said, long or short, bro? Sideways. I'm just kidding. We'll talk about it in a second, Magni. Who we got in here? Yeah, man. Someone said I stink. Knucklebuster said it in the beginning of the chat and said I stunk. I do kind of stink. I played some basketball today. And man, I didn't change my socks. And they might smell a little bit like cheese. That's never good, you know? That's never good. But you might get a little cheese fungus in between the toes, you know what I mean? I gotta be changing the socks. Unfortunately, I have to sit here for the stream now and smell my own socks. Just kidding. I can't smell them at all. Jerry D, what's going on, bro? Jerry D said, ugh. Jerry D, what's going on, man? Why you turn that frown upside down, my friend? Turn that frown upside down. Fahid said, with Bitcoin is the same price where I longed. Nice, bro. Yeah, it is that kind of day. Anyways, should we talk about Bitcoin or should we talk about aliens today? I vote number one. Just kidding. All right. Just stay out of Goblin Town, said Jerry D. That is facts. I saw the pit stains last night. Oh, Rafi, the pit stains last night were ridiculous, man. VZ Fat said I just threw up. It's okay. I played against Bob. Me and Bob, we went back and forth. It was a close game between me and Bob. Bob's good at basketball because his booty's so big, man. He just backs you down like freaking Jokic. He backs you down with that big ass booty. He smells like meatloaf. You don't want to guard him. All right. Anyways, don't rage at me. Shout out to you for the membership, man. Jerry D said aliens. He said FOMO said don't rage at me. You never want a FOMO, man. Anyways. Let's talk a little bit about the corn, all right? Let's talk a little bit about the corn, and then we can have some fun, all right? Because you know what? The market's kind of boring right now. I think we can all agree the market's a little boring, and it is what it is. We got to make the most of it here. So, Bitcoin. You can see the title of the stream is Bitcoin ready for a bounce? Now, we talked a little bit about this yesterday where, okay, if Bitcoin's going to get a bounce, right? It might not be a bounce to the moon. It might not be a bounce to 35K, 40K at this current moment, but at least the short-term bounce up to like 28,500 still makes some sense to me here. Now, the price action is pretty lackluster. As Mike would say, there's no volume on the damn chart. There ain't no volume on the damn chart, right? But if you look at this, we do have, an interesting little point here where we came down and we actually took out the stops from all these mofos who longed right here throughout, the end of March here before that big pump. We came back down, we took out those stops, and now, kind of what I was waiting for a little bit more confirmation, we have a little bit of bullish divergence here on the 4-hour time frame. Now, like I said, this might not get us to the moon, but still the most likely price action that I see, and it's kind of the same thought process, right, as we have lower lows on price, right, as Bitcoin moved up, came back down, made a lower low on price, and we got a higher low on the RSI, right? Which is your classic bullish divergence. It's on the 4-hour time frame. It's on the 6-hour time frame. It's on the 8-hour time frame. Hell, it's not even on the 12-hour time frame if we want to go that high. So we got bullish divs everywhere. We can search everywhere for them, right? And on top of that, we go over to the daily. The daily is chilling right on top of that 50 EMA, right? With the daily stock RSI at the bottom point. So I still think that, we've been sort of been saying this for a day now, but I still think the most likely price action here for Bitcoin is a move up to test at least 28.5. What happens from there? We'll see, right? But I still think that's the most likely price action, even though the price action today was freaking brutal, bro. It was brutal, man. It was like, okay, we're going to get a nice little bounce, and then we get rejected from the 30 and 50. Meanwhile, I go outside and I play basketball against Bob, right? Me and Bob go outside, we play basketball. Bob's going, man, you're going to try to guard me? All right, let me post you up. Let me get that ball. All right, yeah, try to guard me, Jordan. Try to guard me. Yeah, here, smell some of my armpits. They smell a little bit like a mixture of meatloaf and depression. You like that meatloaf and depression? Yeah, take this hook shot. Oh, suck it. Oh, man. I'm so freaking good at basketball. Oh, Jordan, why are you on the floor? Wait, I think Jordan passed out. Oh shit. Did I really smell that bad? Oh my god, Jordan literally passed out from my stench. I smell so freaking bad, bro. Meanwhile, me and Bob playing basketball outside, and Bob makes me pass out from his absolute stench. But yeah, man, I mean, so far the price action would just kind of, like I said, we have that bullish divergence, but we came up today and we just found rejection off the EMAs again, man. So it's like, just kind of patiently waiting for this to play out. And I think the patience will pay out. And I do think we'll get that move up here in the short term. It's just a matter of patience at this point, man. You know what I mean? Like, we could talk about it all we want for this reason, that reason. My reasoning is, we're kind of back in this old range here. We kind of came back down to near the bottom of the range. We got some bullish divergence. We're at the 50-day EMA, right? Still would make sense to come up here, all right? And I don't know if we pump up here. I don't know if we pump to this 28.5 level. We'll discuss it when we get there. But, man, we're all patiently waiting, bro. Josh said I could do a fadeaway half-court shot. Bro, I was wet today. I was draining shots. I was draining threes out there today. Holy shit, I haven't lost my touch at all, man. My touch is still wet. Now, my athleticism is gone. I can jump and touch the net. You're getting old when you can jump and touch the net. Meanwhile, you got LeBron. He's 40 years old dunking on people. And Jordan, a casual little 29 years old just jumping and touching the net. It's always great. Let's see. Al Duckworth said the fight card, the best market that you're still in. The fight card, yeah. Al, you're my favorite bear, man. I gotta admit, Al is an awesome bear. Why? Because he's just a funny bear, man. He's just a funny freaking bear. He is. Wayne said I couldn't dunk with a stepladder. He couldn't dunk with a stepladder. Bro. I jump and it's like this high now. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally this high. It is awful. I used to be able to jump pretty high, and I used to be super fast. Now I'm running down the court, and I'm like, I also used to be like a stick skinny. Now I'm a little bit, now I have a little bit of beef on me now, so it's a little bit harder to run fast, I guess. I can picture Clint jumping like this high. Clint would beat me in an arm wrestling contest, though. I would say that. I would not. Clint wants to bet me 1 Bitcoin he can beat me in a freaking arm wrestling contest. Clint, I am not doing it. I don't know that you got some technique I don't know about, man. You think you can just beat someone in arm wrestling? I'm telling you right now. Something tells me you have this weird technique where you're just gonna freaking take me out. So I don't want any part of that arm wrestling contest, bro. Anyone in here a pro arm wrestler? There's gotta be one person in here that's somehow a pro arm wrestler. Let me know. Is there a certain technique you got to use, or is it just pure strength? Right? You got to let me know. All right, Bitcoin, 27,500. We need to get back over these hourly EMAs if we have any shot of getting a move up to the upside. We've been flirting with this all freaking day. Let's get some movement. Let's get some juiciness in the chat. Let's get some hype. We haven't had some hype in a while, man. I think we need some hype to start out the day as we kind of await Bitcoin to, like we said, kind of hopefully get a slight move up today or over the course of the next couple of days. I don't know if it's going to be today, but shit. Let's see. I think it's all in the wrist. Yeah, you think it's all in that wrist? It could be all in that wrist. Keith said, I'm 45, can almost dunk with a tennis ball. No shit, Keith. That is impressive, man. That is freaking impressive, man. Jordan is thick. Yeah, Teresa, Floki went freaking nuts today. Floki went to the freaking moon today.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
We'll talk a little bit about Floki. I'm Team Floki. I've been hyping up Floki forever, man. Not just because we pumped. I'm not going to hop on and pump up Floki. I've been Team Floki. All right? I'm Team Floki. All right? But yeah, we're kind of waiting on that Bitcoin price. I think we need to check, guys. Should we wake up Asia today? We haven't woken up Asia in quite a bit. We got 478 peeps in here, 114 likes. Let's get that like button up, man. I know it's a boring market. I know it is. But if you hit up that like button, it really helps me out. I would appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for doing that. All right, I appreciate it with you. Let's get a little China pump up in here. Should we do it? We haven't done it quite a bit. I think we should. It's been too long. So let's freaking wake up China a little bit here. Let's freaking go, man. All right, let's go. Let's get China awake in this bitch. Come on, man. Come on, man. We ain't letting them sleep. We ain't letting them sleep. We need the juice. Bitcoin needs the juice this week. Come on, bulls. Get in here. You still a bull? Let me know you're here. Come on. Let me know you're here. It's been too long. He said I'm short. Hey, no problem with being short, man. You know? Listen, there is no problem with being short. Okay, maybe you're only 5'2", you know. I've never had the problem of being short, you know.
Floki Binance US listed / audio strong.
Shane said all-time high this summer. I'm waiting, bro. I don't think all-time highs, but I do think we're going to see higher prices. I don't think all-time highs, but you know, you know my take. I've been talking about a million freaking times. I think right now we're in that waiting period. There's just so much shit going on right now, guys, and you guys know I'm not a big macro guy. It is what it is. It matters up to a certain point. But right now, I think the markets are just kind of like, right? We got earnings this week. We got GDP coming out this week. We got the FOMC meeting coming up next week. There's just a shitload of shit that the markets are kind of waiting for, right? So it's kind of like an indecisive, indecisive area as we are kind of just back in this old range now, right? But like I said, short term, I do think we get a move up. From there, like I said, I would not be surprised either way if Bitcoin just wants to continue up, if everything turns up good the rest of the week. Or, you know, if things don't end up very good on earnings, I could still see this coming down to retest, you know, 24 to 25K, which would be just a retest of the Wyckoff breakout that we did not too long ago, where we had the first low, the second low, the spring face, the breakout, right? And we could easily just back test this and then continue back up, right? Either way is fine with me. It is what it is. For me personally, I think a lot of people are waiting for a dip down to 24, 25K. Where does it get there? We'll see, right? We'll obviously see if it gets there. I think a lot of people are waiting with bids at, you know, 20. I think there's a lot of bids at 26K last time I saw. So like, will price get all the way down there? We'll see. I would argue that a lot of buyers are going to be stepping in if it comes back into this range. So we'll see if it even gets there. Agreed. Old range, how sad. All that progress. Facts too, Wolves. It is pretty sad that we're back into that range, you know. But it's the same thought process, guys. It's still the same thought processes in here, right? I think we're now in this stupid range between 24,000 and 32,000. Kind of waiting on which one breaks. You guys still know my thoughts. I still think that we're gonna make our way back up to, you know, the 0.5, 0.618 retracements, because that's what Bitcoin's done every single cycle. 1 year of down. Above the 50 moving averages, you go up to the 0.5, 0.618 retracements. It's not going to be rainbows and sunshines on the way up, right? It's not going to be going straight up or horse guy the whole time. He's euphoric going, wow, I have FOMO and it'll keep walking. I can just FOMO and we keep pumping. This is great. I don't even have to do any technical analysis. I will not buy dips. I will buy pumps. This is great. We're not going to have that, right? We're going to have them the whole way up. It's going to be, you know, Jordan, don't you know the macro, man? The macro. We're getting GDP this week, all right? Earnings are going to be horrible. FOMC meeting is next week. Now, everyone already knows we're getting a 25 basis point rate hike again, but it's next week, man. You better beware. Another FOMC meeting is going to crush the markets, bro, even though the last 7 of them didn't really crush the markets at all. But this one's going to crush the market. This one is going to crush the market, bro. I'm telling you right now. Just constant, constant back and forth with the macro heads. But thought process still remains the same as long as we stay above, you know, the 50 moving averages, which right now are from like 22K to about 25K. As long as we hold above those, still think we're going back up here. It's just a matter of freaking time at this point, and we could stay in here for months, and that wouldn't really change anything, right? Crypto Savvy, I keep Jordan grounded. Savvy, you do keep me grounded, man. Sometimes I pop on your videos just to get a little bearish perspective. You keep me a little bit of grounded, man. It's nice to watch Savvy sometimes. You know what I mean? Bitbud said, talking out of your ass. Talking out of my ass. Okay. Bitbud, I'm sure you're a bear who wants to buy a little bit lower, my friend. Is that the case? Is that the case? You want to buy a little bit lower? You want to buy at 14K? Am I talking out of my ass? Or am I just looking at what Bitcoin's always done, right? 1 year bear market, retrace to the golden pocket after you get back above the 50, back test the 50, bull market, right? 1 year bear market, get back above the 50, retrace to the golden pocket, back test the 50, bull market. Listen, you can tell me I'm talking out of my ass all I want. Go ahead. But something tells me you're a salty little bear who's waiting for 14K to buy. Just saying, man. It is what it is. I'll keep talking out of my ass, though, right? I'll keep talking my ass. And listen, I'm going to keep talking out of my ass when Bitcoin's up here. And my ass is going to be very loud, okay? It's going to be a very loud ass. And this is when you're probably going to get bullish. This is when I'll turn bearish, and you'll be my exit liquidity. Sound good, man? Sound good? I think it sounds pretty good. All right, cool. Let's see. Pipe it down over there. What's going on, Bite-Sized Cake? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, Bite-Sized Cake. Imagine if Floki Inu has $1 billion market cap this week. Oh, yeah, very, very true. Little salty bit. What's going on, Clip? The year after the capitulation is usually choppy. Yeah, it's usually choppy, right? But you do get a similar behavior, right? You get the bottom that comes in. You get the retracement to the retracement levels. And then you get the pullback to the 50 moving averages. Obviously, right here, this kind of threw off everyone's opinion, right, of what the year after the bear market's like. Because you had COVID, right? COVID, so if you got rid of COVID, right? If COVID never happened, obviously, we probably wouldn't have pumped this high in 2020. But you wouldn't have dumped as hard in 2020, right? You probably would have just rounded out here and then continued up like this. And no one would even look at, okay, it's choppy. It was just up, pullback, continuation. COVID threw everyone's opinion off. Like, oh my God, we got to get a 50% dump, right? The only reason you came back down here is because you had a black swan event, you know? Because if you go back to, say, 2014, right? Obviously, apples to apples, oranges to oranges, whatever. But like this one, you got back above the 50 moving average here. You didn't come back down here, right? You continued up, back tested, and then you were off to the races, you know? So, you know, listen, I'm a big believer in the 4-year cycle. Everyone's not going to believe in it. And then in 2 years, everyone's going to be like, wow, Jordan, you were so lucky. You were so lucky, man. And it's always the people who call you lucky that were just pussies to buy in the bear market. It is what it is. Tony said they're spitting on your chest, Jordan. They're spitting on your chest. They're all spitting on my chest, man. They're always spit on your chest. Johnny said Bitcoin need to test the resistance at 10K first before it falls to 2K. It needs to test the 10K resistance before it falls to 2K, and then 500, and then 100, and then everything, you know? All right, man. How's everyone feeling tonight, guys? How's everyone feeling tonight? It's that time in the market where everyone, you know, the bears get loud again, right? And I have this chart actually to show you guys, which puts kind of into perspective where we are. I know this market's funny, man. The sentiment changes like every week. It's bullish, then it's bearish, then it's bullish, then it's bearish. Every freaking week is different. This week it's bearish. You know, the sentiment is very, very bearish last week. Last week it was bullish. The week before that, it was bearish. And then it was bullish, right? But, you know, just to kind of put in perspective where we're at, right? Let's go over to this chart here, right? And I saw this on Twitter today. This is not my chart, by the way. But I saw this on Twitter, and I was like, these big cloud are the Bitcoin dips when Bitcoin's in an uptrend, right? I find this hilarious because, you know, the amount of panic that ensues when Bitcoin drops 10%, 20%, 10%, that is nothing compared to what Bitcoin typically does, right? These are the dips that we've had in this uptrend so far, right? Let me move my head. This is the uptrend we've had so far. These are the dips. Look at how small these things are. You see a 10% one, a 20% one, and now we've seen a 10% one again. These are the ones you typically get, right? These mother truckers over here, right? Massive drops in the middle of uptrends. This is what we've had right now, and it's like the sky is falling and everything is over, and oh my God, you know, it's absolutely crazy. So my point with this, guys, is, you know, kind of like what I've been saying, this whole uptrend is zoom out to sort of the bigger term time frames and remember where you are, man. Remember where you damn are in the damn trend, you know? Remember where you are in the trend, because you can get caught up in these short-term time frames. Holy shit, look at this giant dump here in the daily time frame, right? But, you know, obviously, if this bounces back up again, all of a sudden, everyone's bullish again, you know? And if we go back to being bullish, and then everyone's bearish again, and then bullish, just constantly changing. Let's see. Garrett's calling long at 25K. Long at 25K. We might get the 25K. We might get the 25K. I actually think we're going to get a bounce here. I think we're going to get a bounce here first, though. I think we're going to get, in my opinion, I think we get a bounce here that gets us up to like 28.5, 28.7, somewhere in that range. Then most likely from there, right? It depends on what you think, right? Obviously, that could be a few days away. Whether we break this, whether we don't, we got to kind of wait till we get up there and see how the price action looks, right? Do we form some bearish divergences? Do, you know, indicators start to flip? Like, we got to wait till we get back up here to see. You know, but, you know, I'm going to take it level by level. I do think right now we get a move to the upside, though. Just based off what I see on the chart, man, you know? Nitro said, just set up a juicy short. You're going to short support, bro? Oh, no, man. The time to short was up here, man. Or over here. I mean, I guess you could short right here, too, right? I mean, if you're shorting the 30 and 50 EMAs, this is a short-term short. You could do that if you wanted to. Let's see. It's been proven Bitcoin needs to test the bottom of 15K. How has that been proven? Tell me. Johnny Wishbone, I would love to know. Why do we have to test 15K? I would love to know, my man. Mike said, when your shoe boy recommend a Bitcoin, you know. Very true, man. That is very, very true. Wes said, Floki Binance listed. Yeah, man, Team Floki. Hey, listen, man. Floki is my golden ticket for this next bull market. I mean, it's already up, you know, since down here, right? When we were talking about this originally, it's already up 470%. So Team Floki is feeling pretty nice right now. Now, obviously, you know, take profits where you want to take profits. Don't be FOMOing into something as it already FOMOs, right? If you wanted to get Floki, it probably was a back test of the support again. You know, FOMOing's FOMO, and you do whatever you want to do. Obviously, price moves up because people FOMO. But shout out to my Flokiers out there. We're getting a nice pump. Floki up about 50% today. Not too shabby at all, bro. Will Thorne said, I like the Discord. I'll be staying. Thanks, Will. Thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for hanging out, man. Oh, Tree City West. It was a different West, bro. Not you. Not you. Let's see. Al said, follow what economists and financial advisors say. Economists were also telling you to sell at 15K. You know what I mean? Like, you got to make your own decision. Al, I agree with you. I agree with your second part. You got to make your own decision. But following economists, not the greatest decision, because you got to understand, economists are very swayed by news events because they don't want to be wrong. So they basically just tell you the most obvious decision, right? Where a lot of economists were telling you to sell everything down here. A lot of economists, right? You know, a lot of economists, when the dollar was at the highs, telling you the dollar is going to the freaking moon, right? A lot of economists telling you to sell stocks down at the bottom here in December, right? So I don't agree with the listen to economists. I do agree with make your own decisions, though, right? And ignore the news. I would actually argue ignore the economists. Economists, right? I mean, economist is an economist. If you listen to the economists, you missed out on 25% gain on the NASDAQ and 100% gain on Bitcoin. It is what it is. Let's see. Drinking holy water? Oh, yeah, we're drinking the holy water, bro. That's what we do out here. We drink that holy water, man. Let's see what everyone's doing here. Let's do a poll. Let's do a quick poll. Are you feeling bullish or bearish I guess, well, let's do this. Let's do this. What comes first? What comes first? What comes first for BTC? Let's see. What comes first for BTC? Should we do... I listen to CNBC and do all the say the reverse. That works out pretty good, Epidemic. It does. A lot of times, yeah, counter trading the economists, right, is a lot of a good thing to do. What comes first with BTC? Should we do... Let's do 30K and let's do 25K. We're right in the middle right now, 27,500. So there's no bias in this. What comes first, 30K or 25K? Let me know in the poll right now, my friends. I'd love to know what you think. I'm just one guy with an opinion. I'm very loud at my opinion because I truly believe in my opinion, man. You know, everyone's got a good opinion. Everyone's got a bad opinion, you know. Everyone's got an opinion, right? Everyone's opinion matters because everyone's opinion is what changes the market, right? It's definitely what it is, bro. You know, I guess there's not really too much that's changed here. I guess, you know, we're just kind of waiting for this week to play out, bro. I think the other thing here, if you look at some other stuff real quick, the dollar, the Dixie, continuing down here, right? I mean, it's kind of one of these things that we've been talking about. It's like the dollar should bounce from this region, right? It makes sense for the dollar to get a retracement back up. It just hasn't done it yet. The dollar just continuing to get disheveled to the downside, down another 0.4%, breaking a key support level here that you held here, You're now breaking this to the downside again. And now you're going to have to see, okay, do you hold this level for a third time? Does this level right here hold for a third time? Or does the dollar break lower here? This is the ultimate thing we got to watch this week, guys. And I think a lot of it's going to do with the earnings this week. A lot of it's going to do with the GDP this week. And a lot of it probably do with the FOMC meeting next week, right? But the dollar coming back down to that support level again, man, where, you know, roll a dice, right? Roll a freaking dice on which way you think this is going to go. Still got to kind of respect support on the dollar, and I could still see this maybe coming down a little bit. That's when Bitcoin gets a little bit of a move up, right? Bitcoin does something like this, gets a move up. Dollar continues down for a little bit, and then something comes out where the dollar gets a little bit of a move up, right? Maybe retraces a little bit, and then that's when Bitcoin, right, gets maybe a little bit of a flush to the downside, takes out these stops, and then maybe we go again up to the upside. But it's an interesting predicament here for the dollar, guys. You know, it's kind of a make or break for a lot of markets here because the dollar's right at support, man. You know, we can talk about it all day. I could talk about it all day. We can make a guess if this is going to pump to the upside, this is going to dump lower. Flip your coin, man. No pun intended. Flip your damn quarter. But that's about where we're at, bro. That's about where we at. Let's see. 4 hour looking like Mac Daddy. The 4 hour is looking good, man. So I am looking for a bounce. It's just, you know, when is this bounce going to happen? How high is the bounce going to go? Because all the signs are there, right? Bullish divergences on every single time frame up to like the 12-hour time frame has a bullish divergence. You're right at the daily 50 EMA where you've just kind of wicked below that previous low, took out the stops, coming back up. I say that the short-term time frames look really good, man. It's just you need now you need kind of the buyers to push you up, you know. Let's see. Got to get it over 27.581. Yeah, I agree, man. I definitely agree in the short term, bro. Johnny said, Bears say, where's the money gonna come from? My favorite thing with that, you know, you always know I make fun of those people that say, where's the money gonna come from? Johnny, where's the money gonna come from? No one has any money. And then I come out and say, you know where the money's gonna come from? The exact people who are saying, where's the money gonna come from? Because that was the most common saying down here is everyone and their mother, right? When everyone and their mother bearish down here saying, Jordan, where's the money gonna come from? Trust me, man. We gotta understand about markets is when markets move in a certain direction, right? The sentiment changes, right? So everyone bearish here. As soon as you get this big green weekly candle, Trust me, the money's going to come in. You know what I mean? The money always comes in when markets move up because people are greedy. They don't want to miss out, right? So the money always, I hate that saying, where's the money going to come from? If this wasn't any example down here, where money going to come from? All of a sudden, the Bitcoin's market cap doubled here in the span of 3 months. The money came. The money definitely came. So if we're making that same argument here, saying where the hell is the money going to come from, just look to here for your example of where money comes from, because you know how the market reacts. As soon as you get, whenever it is, I don't know when it's going to be, right? We're all kind of guessing in here, like we said, whether we do this, right? Or we just go straight up, or we come down a little, maybe scoop down here. Whatever we do, as soon as retail sees that big green weekly candle, they're all going to be bullish again. And the same people saying, where's the money going to come from? Those are going to be the people that fuel the pump higher. You know what I mean? It just, all it does is take one green candle. This market is hilarious, bro. I love this market so much. It's like one day we look at the market. It's a red day, right? The market's a huge red day. Wow, look at the Bitcoin. It is so bearish right now. Bitcoin is so bearish. Look at this red candle. I am not going to buy this. It is bearish right now. Okay? It is so bearish. I will not buy at support. I will wait. Okay? Because I need confirmation that it is bullish. Okay? So I will not buy. It is bearish. Bitcoin pumps 1 day later. Wow, look at the Bitcoin. It is pumping so much. I am bullish now. I am bullish now. Bitcoin is up so much. It is up 10% today. I will buy now. I have confirmation. This market's too funny, man. It's like everyone's bearish today. If Bitcoin gets one green day, everyone's going to be bullish again. That's just how the market works, bro. You know, it is what it is. It gets exhausting after a while, right? I have to admit, like, the longer I do this, the more I get exhausted at the constant sentiment change. It's just exhausting after a while, man. One day the chat's bullish. One day the chat's bearish. Bullish, bearish. Oh, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster sometimes. But, anyways. Let's go look at Ethereum. So Ethereum's got a similar setup as Bitcoin here, right? You got the bullish divergence, right? You're at this previous support, which is right here, right? So this previous support coming in right here. All these previous supports for March, where this was this long-ass consolidation that we had for like a month. We now back-tested that. We actually wicked below, took out the stops from these previous people over here that longed. Now you got a little bit of lower lows and you got a little bit of higher lows, right? Lower lows, higher lows. You got the bullish divergence. Once again, it's like, but we just need the buyers to come in at this point, man. It's cool to have the indicators and be like, yeah, let's freaking go. ETH looks bullish. But you need the buyers to come in. Same thing on the daily time frame. It's like, okay, daily, you know, we now hit the 50 EMA twice. We've held it twice. Still would make more sense for me for ETH to get a rise up, right? Take out some of these shorts up to the upside. And then if it wants to move down lower, and then move down lower, right? But still think up makes more sense first. And then if we want to get resistance, we can come back down after. But just to go straight down like this, I don't think that's very likely. I think you get a rise up and then a rise down if it's going to dump. So that's kind of my thought process with Ethereum. For me, I won't be too optimistic because I want to be straight clear here. I understand where we're at. I understand that we had a high, we deviated the high, and we dumped through the high, right? I get it. I won't be too optimistic about Ethereum until we get back above this 2030 level, right? Because, okay, now you're kind of back below this previous high where, okay, you come back up and then you get rejected here again. You're just like I said, you're just kind of confirming the deviation above this high. So, you know, we got some work to do here, but, you know, if ETH can somehow make its way above 2030, I think at that point you're looking for higher prices. But in the meantime, you know, we've got to see if these short-term divergences play out to get us up to that point in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. The buyers will come when it turns green. Very, very true. Multi said, well, at least we're not in the boring 28K and 29K range we're in for the whole month. Fact, bro. I would pass on that. I would definitely pass on that. You know what's funny? This market, it seems boring right now, doesn't it? But it's only been, right? I mean, we had so much volatility in here, actually. We had a huge pump in the beginning of April, and then we dumped. We got a massive pump again. We dumped. We actually had massive volatility in here for like, how long was this? This was like 2 weeks of massive volatility. We've only been going sideways for 3 days, but it feels like we've been going sideways for a freaking eternity, doesn't it? Holy shit. I feel like I'm just an old man sitting in my rocker going, kind of like Mike, just kind of sitting in my rocker going like this, Man, is this market ever going to move? Oh, I'm going to go touch some more grass today. I can't even long or short. This market doesn't even move, bro. Oh, I'm going to die by the time this time moves. Shit, man, maybe I should go arm wrestle Clint, right? Practice my technique so I can beat this freaking pussy Jordan. He's such a damn freaking pussy. I would wreck him in an arm wrestling contest. Oh, man. No, it just seems like this market's so boring. But in reality, we've had massive moves to the upside and downside, yes? It's insane. Let's see. Let's see. Clint, no, I have not moved, my man. I have not moved. I have not moved, my man. I'm 29, said two wolves. Let's see. Yes, Maya background knows one. No, she's not. Just listen, guys. I'll tell you a little secret. Okay, I have to be quiet. She's like my indicator to know when I should be bullish. When she starts getting bored of crypto, I know that the bottom's close. So what happens is when she's in here and she listens to me, okay? I know that I know that the market's kind of exciting, right? The market's kind of exciting, right? Because let's be honest, not too many girls watch crypto. So when she's in here and she wants to listen to what I say, that means the market's probably a little bit euphoric. But when she's over there in the other room, and she's watching her girly stuff, right? Her girly stuff, all that stuff. Then I know the market's kind of boring. And we're probably getting ready for another move to the upside. All right, so we're just gonna say Jordan has a real mic. I do have a real mic, man. But it's my little indicator in there. Is that no way? That's not the real BitBoy, because I didn't make BitBoy a mod. Who's in here now? First it was Crypto Savvy, and first it was Crypto Savvy, and now it's BitBoy in the chat, bro. Oh man, he said I wear Gucci. He said I wear Gucci, man. Holy shit. He said I wear Gucci. Where is he? Where is he in here? Where is he in here? Hold on. Shit. Where is he, man? Here is he. What's going on, guys? It's BitBoy. Yeah, I wear Gucci shirts. I wear plain white Gucci shirts that just say Gucci on it. Yeah, I do. I like people to know I have money, okay? I like people to know, I'm totally I always say I'm so humble, but I like wearing Gucci shirts just to show how much wealth that I have. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to my court date. I refuse to go to my court date. I am too much of a baller. I am too much of a badass to go to my court date. Who goes to court dates? Who goes to those? Oh, my God. Adam Morphowitz. Oh, my God. It is what it is. Sponsored by iStake. All right. Anyways. 27,525. Let's get it. Anyways, we talked a little bit about ETH. Like I said, ETH is the same thing as Bitcoin. You're at support. You got bullish divergence. Let's see if it plays out. It's literally waiting. All right. My thing is this. Okay. My thing is this, man. All right. If I want to wear a shirt with Gucci, I'm just gonna go get a white T-shirt and just print Gucci on it. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I could pay $10 or $300. No, that's my take though. Look at Floki, man. Come on, Floki. Let's get a little more move up, man. Altcoin's not really doing shit today. Most alts are pretty flat. There is barely any movement in the altcoins today, man. There is barely any movement in the altcoins today. Just waiting on Bitcoin's next move. The altcoins kind of just hanging out. What else do we have in here? We had stock markets still at resistance, right? It's one of those things. You got the S&P that's been at this point for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, literally 6 times, man. 6 times here. The S&P has been at this resistance point. So it's another thing here. Like we know Bitcoin usually follows the S&P. How many times are the bears going to hold this level? You know what I mean? Like how many more times can they sustain this level right here before this eventually breaks out to the upside? I don't know. Maybe it's this week. Maybe it's not. But we got a lot of macro shit that could impact stocks, and not even just macro shit, but like I said, earnings and shit like that, which directly impacts the stock market. So, you know, kind of waiting in here to see what if the S&P is going to get a pullback in here or it finally does break out, right? Pretty important point, man. Like just like the dollar, really important point on stock markets too. Bitcoin dominance. We want dominance to go up. Come on, dominance. Come on, dominance. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. I need my grandma to ask me when dominance is not going to go up anymore, you know?
Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin?
When my grandma starts asking me, Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin? Right? Not when Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin? But Jordan, when is Bitcoin dominance not going to continue up? That's when I got to get bullish on dominance. Come on, dominance. I want to see you come up to 52%, because if dominance comes up, that means Bitcoin's crushing it. Right now, we're just going sideways on dominance. So kind of want to see this continue. I actually want to see this break out. As much as I would love an altcoin season, I do think the higher this goes, the better the run will be later on. So let's freaking get this dominance up to the freaking moon. Preferably up to 52, if not higher. But once again, like another one that's critical point, right? Dominance right at resistance, right? Every single thing is at a critical point right now. So dominance at resistance. What else can we look at here? What else can we look at? Total market cap. Interactive says a big move is coming. I think, you know, a decisive move is coming. Like something that's going to tell us the direction for quite a while here. Crypto total market cap, right? Pretty bearish candle last week. It was pretty bearish. I mean, we have to be real here. We can't be too biased, right? We had these highs. We did bearishly engulf that previous weekly candle that was bullish. All right, now look where we're sitting. We're just kind of sitting right on top of that 50 EMA on the weekly time frame. And this bull market support band, which I call the 50 moving averages the bull market support band. This is the one we want to hold, man. Right? We can go as low as the bottom of it, but you know, I would want to hold this bad boy on total to be super uber confident in here. You know, right now so far we are, right? If you look at these candles, yes, we bearishly engulfed, but we're kind of just holding these support levels here on the weekly. So we'll keep watching that, right? But as long as we hold above there, you know, in the past when we've done that, things have been good. If we drop below this, we got some things to talk about, my friends, right? But my understanding is we're going to hold this and get another move up. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time, my friends. Let me see. Jordan, who would win in a celebrity boxing? BitBoy or Savvy? BitBoy or Savvy? I don't know, man. BitBoy or Savvy? If I had to pick between those two, I'd probably say BitBoy beats Savvy. The problem is I'd never count out the old man. You know, because old men have this, we all know, guys, old men have this like strength that's just absolutely ridiculous, where like they can be scrawny as hell. They can have no muscle at all, right? Zero muscle. They can look like they haven't lifted a weight in their whole life, but somehow, you know, a 60-year-old man will be strong as hell. I mean, like, they'll destroy an arm wrestling contest, right? Or they'll just be strong as hell. It's called the old man strength. We all know the old man strength, right? Maybe it's because they've been battered by their wives their whole life, where they just get super, super strong, right? Their wife's just constantly nagging them over and over and over again. That just makes their will strong as hell, right? Their wife constantly be going like, right? Their wife constantly be nagging them 24/7, like, hey, Mike, I told you to go get the trash downstairs. Get the trash. No, there's 6 bags. Carry them all at once. I told you to do this yesterday, Mike. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, honey. You never do anything I want you to do. Right? And they just have this old man strength. I don't know. Let's see. Double knockout. Let's see. Grant said you were warned that the bottom is not in. Incoming 15K. If it happens, man, it'll happen, man. All I know is the halving's a year away, and I'm not going to be, sitting around waiting for 15K. That's just my theory. I could be wrong, but I'm not going to bet against, Bitcoin's history here, which it doesn't always do the same exact price action, but it tends to rhyme, So if you think 15K is coming, by all means, wait to 15K, right? By all means, you do you. Wait to 15K. But I'll tell you, if it doesn't go down there and you're all in cash, right, and Bitcoin finds its way back up here, I don't want to be hearing, should I buy now? You know what I mean? I don't want to be hearing that. So, like I said, stick to your own strategy, though. Stick to your own strategy, bro. Let's see. Oh, my bad, Cycle Pro. He said, look at Pendle. I got a decent bag. Look at Pendle. My bad, man. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Pendle. Let's look at Pendle, man. How's Pendle doing? You got a decent bag of this. Is this the only chart I got, bro? This chart is not very helpful. Is this the only chart they have on this thing? Pendle. Let's see. You got a decent bag of this. All right. I'm gonna assume that you got it nice and cheap in there. Yeah, this thing has performed very, very well, bro. I got to give it to you.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
If you got this thing down here, it's been forming magnificently well. Magnificently. At this point, though, right, like I said, I mean, you've come up pretty freaking hard at this point, man. You're already pretty much at where you were at in November 2021. I mean, you retraced basically the whole bear market for this coin. So at this point, you kind of been holding trend pretty well, right? Kind of just keep bouncing up the 30 EMA, 50 EMA. Too shabby. You're finding a little bit of headway here with these previous lows coming in, acting as resistance now the last few days. So obviously it's there. I want to see one more leg down. So something like this, a move down, W formation, and then if it's going to go up again, you kind of make a W formation and go back up. But I'd look for one more sort of leg down here. In my opinion. If it does come up and reclaims this, though, like 46, and it gets back up into here, that's looking very, very good, man. Very good. This one's just strong as hell. Betting against this one hasn't worked out very well for the Bears on this one, man. So, nice, bro. I mean, you've retraced the whole move. You got a little resistance up here, but it's a nice solid move, my guy. Nice solid move. Who else we got in here? Let's see. Clint Cook said GOAT. Clint Cook is the GOAT, man. He is the freaking GOAT. He is the freaking GOAT. What are you guys up to this summer, man? I know some people are going to, any guys going to these conferences? I'm not a big fan of these conferences, man, because they talk about nonsense, You guys anyone going to Bitcoin Miami or some of these other ones that are coming out? I have actually never gone to one of those, and I really don't have an interest to go to any of those, right? I don't really have an interest. Everyone goes there to kind of make connections and stuff like that. To me, I'm just a one-man show. I've never been sort of a making connections kind of guy, Waterfly said, who is here? You're here, Waterfly. Thanks for coming and hanging out and being a nice guy today. Thanks for coming out and being a nice guy. Christopher Reed said, check IDEX. I'll check a few altcoins. Like I said, altcoins are they're gonna do their thing. Some of them are still doing very, very well, though. Let's see. Let's have an opinion on Arbitrum. Arb is Arb. I do believe is going to be in the top 20, if not the top 10, in my personal opinion. It's one of the fastest growing ecosystems in there, right? I'm super big on Arbitrum, man. Super big. Super big. Arb, I think I'm pretty confident Arb's going to be in the top 20. Like I said, if not the top 10. When the market really starts rolling. Right now, it's kind of slow, right? A lot of leverage built up in Arbitrum, so like they got to take out the leverage. But IDEX getting a nice move up. I like that, man. I like the nice move up on IDEX. That's very nice. But I think Arbitrum's going to be one that's so obvious. It's so obvious that it's such a good project, and so many people are going to be kicking themselves for not getting into Arbitrum. That's my personal opinion, but it is what it is. Let's see. IDEX, bro. Nice move up. I like that. You're right back up to this previous resistance, right? You kind of taking this wick, right? This previous wick that they left in February. So you're taking that wick. Nice move there. You just haven't really gotten any momentum above, sort of these levels and quite a bit, right? So we got to break through there if we really want to do any damage in here. But you got the structure, right? That this is the type of structure you look at for lows, right? It's almost like one of these weird little like Adam and Eves. It's very weird though, right? You got a quick spike down. Look at this. Boom, quick spike back up. And then ever since then, you've been slowly rounding out, right? Slowly rounding out here, right? Quick spike, V bottom, dump back down, and then like I said, you've been slowly rounding out here. So over the course of time, like I said, I do think the current ranges are going to be looked back as great accumulation ranges. But I actually don't mind this one on the bigger term time frames. But like for the short term, you got to get back over this level, bro. We haven't been back above this since June. We got to do some damage up in there. John, what's going on, bro? Like number 254. Only at 254, man. Holy shit. Where did everyone go, man? It's almost like we're in a bear market right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like we're in a bear market. It's almost like Bitcoin didn't just pump 100% off its lows in 3 months, and Ethereum pumped Ethereum went from $800 to $2,100. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Is that the real BitBoy? The one? No, it's not the real BitBoy. It would be cool if it was. It would be super cool. It's not the real BitBoy. He's not. I never made BitBoy a mod. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, today was a nice day though. Today was another nice day over here. It was a very nice day over here. Like I said, played some basketball with Maya's nephew today. He dunked on me. He did a little 1-2 Euro step and dunked on me today. It was a fun time though. Like I said, I still got that jumper, man. That jumper is still absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, Mo. And then I watch. Dude, there's this document. You guys know my conspiracy theories. That we're all in a simulation, right? I do think we're all in a simulation, guys. The reason why I say, and I just want to make this point very clear. The reason why I think we're in a simulation is because, like we know, all of the world is built off science and math. Everything is built off the Fibonacci sequence. It's almost too perfect not to be a simulation. It's crazy. I'm just sort of ranting about nothing here, but it is what it is. Did you take the Crypto Jeb course? No, I did not take the Crypto Jeb course, man. I did not take the Crypto Jeb course. I did not. Listen, I'm no pro. I'm just no one's a pro in this space. If anyone tells you they're a pro, I mean, there is no pro in crypto. You know what I mean? Like, it's just basics, right? It's all crypto is buying low and selling high. That's really it, right? Wait for the 1 year bear market to end, right? Accumulate after that 1 year, wait, sell when everyone else wants to buy, right? 1 year bear market, accumulate, right? Sell when everyone wants to buy. You know, it's not rocket science. We watch, like I said, you know, it's let's see. Jordan, my fortune cookie just said you will chart a new path towards independence today. That is very bullish. You will chart a new path from independence today? Mike, I think Bitcoin's about to send us back to the moon. That's what that sounds like to me.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Like I said, man, it's not rocket science, man. Buy low, sell high. You know, at the end of the day, we try to make this super, super difficult, but buy when everyone's calling for freaking ridiculously low prices and sell when everyone's calling for ridiculously high prices, right? So whenever it is, when Bitcoin starts getting back up like here before the next all-time high, when everyone starts calling for, oh, Bitcoin's going to 300K next year, and Bitcoin could go to $1 million in 2025, right? When you start hearing that, during its epic euphoric levels, you got to get out of the market, man. That's that. Let's see. Sergio said, Jordan, have you ever considered that the current day is the first day of your life and all the past days are just implanted memory? Yes, I have. I have. I pondered those things all the time. I do think that we are a simulation and there's someone that, not controlling your life. I think we can make our own decisions. But I do think everything around us is a code, right? So everything you see is a code. Everything that happens is a code. And then, just like us, we have our codes, right? It's an infinite set of codes. So I think about it, right? We make our codes. We make computer programs, codes, stuff like that. There's someone that made our world, and it's a code. There's probably someone that made their world into code. You know what I mean? To me, it's like an infinite code. It's hard to explain. It was a really good. It was a really good video I had to watch, though. Really good video. Let's see. But yeah, Mike, I definitely think that's bullish, man. I think I think that the new step towards independence, I like that, bro. Is that the better than being independent? The Mandela effect. I watched Bubble Boy on YouTube, and the movie was different. Nice. Wayne said it's always next year. No, it's really not. I think you're listening to the Wayne. I think sometimes people listen to the wrong people. Listen, I'll tell you right now. Bitcoin, based off of what it typically does, right? You won't see Bitcoin get to an new all-time high, based on what it always does, until like the end of 2024. So if you're not prepared for that, well, it is what it is. Like that's what Bitcoin typically does. You know, if we look at the two previous fractals, right, and we just kind of look at, you know, a realistic point of where Bitcoin could go over the next couple of years, right? Don't ignore this. I don't think we're going up here. I think this is a little ridiculous, but if we do something like this, either one of these, whatever, right? I would not be expecting an all-time high for Bitcoin until the Q4 of 2024, just based off what always happens. I hope it comes sooner. I would love if it comes sooner. If it comes sooner, let's freaking go. We're all going to party like the USA. But if we want a realistic standpoint, right, they come in right around the end of 2024. So to me, it's, you know, I guess if we're always calling it for every year, I guess we're listening to the wrong people, you know? He's funny, man. Probably more like 2025. Could be 2025 too. Could be 2025. Let's see. In another dimension, Bitcoin went to 100K last week. That is true. In some dimension, everything happened in theory, right? Every single thing happened, man. In freaking theory. You know what I mean? Everything has happened, and it's been great. You know, it's been absolutely great. Yeah, man. Things are good right now, man. I actually really like where Bitcoin is. I know there's a little bit of turmoil in the market. I know people are kind of freaking out and things like that. I really like where Bitcoin is, right? I mean, listen, guys, if you went back in November of 2022 after the FTX dump, okay, when Bitcoin was at 15K, just think about where we've come, right? There's no reason to be upset and fearful. I just think it's funny because, like I said, you go back to November of 2022, it was FTX dumping. Oh, contagion. You remember everyone saying contagion, the contagion. It's going to be so widespread. DCG is going to have to sell off all their assets. Contagion. What happened to the contagion? I don't see any contagion. But, you know, if you went back to this point, you know, 15K, and you said Bitcoin was going to reach 31K by April of 2023, people would have laughed at you, man. They literally would have called you an idiot. You know, that's why the more people call me an idiot, the more confident I am in what I think is going to happen, right? Because, like I said, like down here, if you were any type of bullish anywhere down here, and I know I was bullish right around this region right here. I know a lot of people on this channel were bullish right around, a lot of people in the chat were bullish right around this area. If you were bullish right here, you were getting called an idiot. Where's the money going to come from, Jordan? You're an idiot. Contagion, you know, all this shit, right? And then if you would have said 4 months later, Bitcoin gets a ride to 31K, like I said, you would be called an idiot. Now Bitcoin has one red week. Now all of a sudden, everyone was like, okay, maybe we can get a little run. We have one red week. Now all of a sudden, everyone's like, nah, bro, we going back down, 15K. We can't go back up here, right? And you know, the longer this takes, I think the more I'll be called an idiot still for still thinking Bitcoin's coming up here, you know, which I still do think is going to happen over the course of time, right? And if you follow this channel, we've been calling this pretty nicely. Even time frames, we've been calling this pretty nicely on this way up. It's been pretty nice, man. It's been pretty nice. I love where Bitcoin is. I am very surprised that Ethereum's up here sitting close to 2K. I didn't think Ethereum was going to come up this fast. If you told me ETH would be at 2,100 in April back in November, I probably would have thought that was a little bit too unrealistic too. But we got a nice pump there. So you gotta love where markets are right now, as much as you might not want to admit it. It's crazy. Elliot said there is no volume. Backs. There is no volume, man. There is no volume. Round Earth said now I'm calling for 70K Bitcoin in July. Round Earth, listen, I'll never say anything's impossible. I hope that's true. Not what I'm looking for, right? But if you believe in that, man, stick by it and don't let anyone call you crazy, man. Just don't be calling for, here's what I'll say. Don't be calling for 70K because that's what you want to happen. Call it because that's what you actually think is going to happen, right? Listen, if I was calling for what I want to happen, I'd say Bitcoin's going to 200K by summertime. You know what I mean? Let's freaking go, 200K, right? But if we're being realistic, right? I'm just following, I'm looking for this. Up, back down, back up to the halving, right? That's it. I'm not looking for anything like that hasn't happened before, That's really that. Sergio, let's go, man. Shane said more like 75K. Shane, stick to that freaking thought. If you think it's going to go there, man, me and you are going to be having a vacation together and chilling. You know what I mean? Like, if Bitcoin goes to 75K by June, I'm taking 2 weeks off from streaming and I'm going on a freaking 2-week vacation. Hallelujah. I'll see you guys later. Right? That's about where we're at. Bitcoin max 48K this year. Yeah, it sounds about right. I would say that sounds about right. Then short all the way to 0. True. Let's see. ETH never made a new low. I'm pissed. Facts, Elliot J. Yeah, a lot of peeps were waiting for ETH to go down to like $600. Some ridiculous price levels. Which maybe at some point it does. I don't know. But yeah, on the second leg down, a lot of peeps are calling for $500, $400, $600 Ethereum. They made a higher low and got to bounce back up to the upside. It's quite beautiful where we're at right now, right? Now I don't love the weekly chart on Ethereum actually at the moment, but there's always a way we can get out of this. To be fair, go vacation to the Bermuda Triangle. Facts. Let's look at this poll, by the way. What comes first for Bitcoin? We got 30K and 25K. We got 52% of peeps think 30K and 48% of peeps think 25K. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Pretty much 50-50, split down the middle. There really ain't anything to say with that one. As YouTube tends to be a little bit more bullish, so that's pretty much a 50-50 poll, if you ask me. Let's see. I'm waiting for Bitcoin at 3K. Nice, Zic. I hope that works out for you, man. I hope you get a wick down there and we somehow dip all the way down there and you can get a nice bounce. And you can go on your merry way. You know what I mean? I hope it works out for you, bro. I really, really do. All right, guys. Man, it's just... Bitcoin is just no volume on Bitcoin right now. It's insane, guys. Absolutely insane on Bitcoin. Zero volume. Just nothing going on in the market. It is absolutely insane what we got going on in the market right now, man. That's why I'm just kind of just hanging out talking to you guys, because there really ain't too much going on in the market. Like I said, we can talk about other few things like gold. I don't know, man. Gold, the market's funny, man. Everyone's getting bullish on gold right at the biggest resistance on the chart. The way I look at gold is it certainly could break higher, but like you got bearish div on the weekly. So you got 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. You got bearish div, higher highs, lower highs on the weekly time frame right at resistance, right? On a weekly time frame. So that's not something to scoff at. And honestly, if you look at this, you could honestly make a case that you have a little bit of a possible rising wedge coming in here. Could make another push to the upside for sure, but if you get another rejection and this kind of keeps rising up, right? Rising wedge, bearish div, right at resistance. Man, we'll see. We'll see. What happens here with gold? As we know, gold's got to go up because people are afraid of the freaking recession, man. So we'll see what happens with gold here. Something to keep an eye on with gold. With goldy gold. Soul will melt faces. Yeah, man. So you guys know my take on altcoins, right? There's altcoins that are better than other ones, but generally altcoins will move together. So we're just kind of, there'll be outliers, but we're generally kind of just waiting on Bitcoin to get that next move up or down to see what altcoins do next, right? Like I said, there'll be outliers like IDEX here pumping to the upside. Great day. Floki getting listed on Binance US. Get a massive pump to the upside. There'll be outliers, but most of them are just kind of chilling at the moment, man. Mostly just chillon. Bitboy said YFI. No way, man. No way. Market's waiting for earnings reports due today. Yes, JetX. Yeah, we got earnings all week, man. You had some today, Coke beat earnings, and you had I think Silvergate, was it Silvergate Bank? One of the, I think it was Silvergate. Missed horribly, right? But yeah, we got earnings all week this week, so it's gonna be kind of waiting for those to come out. You're absolutely right, dude. Absolutely right. We talked about a little bit about that this earlier in the stream. So yeah, the dollar is just continuing down. It's interesting. The dollar just continuing down. This is going to be the real test this week to see what the dollar does. I snacked some Leoaks. I'm no more 100% K. You're no longer 100% KDA Maxi, Frank? Holy shit. He's no longer a KDA Maxi. That's pretty legit. That's pretty freaking legit. Let's see. Floki's pump. Yeah, we talked about the Floki pump earlier, man. Let's go. Team freaking Floki. I'm team freaking Floki all the way. Let's go. Key said thoughts on silver. I actually haven't looked at silver in quite a bit. Let me look at silver, man. I haven't looked at silver in freaking forever. I usually just look at gold. Silver actually looks a lot for where it is. Yeah, silver actually looks a lot better. Let me look at the weekly here. Let's look at the weekly on silver. I guess it's kind of at that same point. That the difference is, though, yeah, you don't have that same bearish divergence on silver. So this one actually, it's weird. Like I wouldn't expect silver to go up without gold. which I guess it kind of has the last few weeks, to be fair. But, silver doesn't have the same bearish divergence. You have higher highs in the RSI, higher highs in price. Yes, you're at resistance, so like maybe you come get a pullback. Like there's a lot of this is a lot of inefficient price action, right? You just went straight up here. So yeah, maybe you see some type of like lows to highs. Maybe you get a little 0.5 retrace or something like that in here, right? Before you kind of make a higher low, before you're moving back to the upside, something like that. I think it's a little bit realistic. Just because you went so fast up here, like you went from like $19 to like $26 in like 4 weeks. It's like more volatility than silver's gotten since like 2020, So yeah, I think a pullback, and this silver actually looks better than gold in my opinion. But we shall find out on this one, man. As see, let me look left over here. Yeah, I don't mind gold. All right, silver actually. Come on, hit. Come on, BTC. I know you're ready for that move up. Shit, you're trolling right now. Bitcoin is trolling pretty freaking hard. It's trolling really freaking hard, man. Altcoins are in perfect place to buy. Yeah, I mean it depends on your thought process, man. I'm not going to tell people what to do with altcoins. I think altcoins, you got to make a decision for yourself. They all just had decent pullbacks here, back down to support. As always, it comes down to risk versus reward, right? I mean, look at some of these like VeChain, back down to support. Could still dip below this, right? But I mean, it comes down to risk reward. I mean, at some point you got to put your balls on the wall. You know what I mean? Algo back down to the support here that it had back in March. FTM back down to support, right? That's a decent spot on FTM in my opinion. Obviously these could break down, right? If Bitcoin breaks down, they could break down. Have an exit strategy too, where it's like, I'll buy FTM here. If it breaks this, I'll cut it, right? But yeah, a lot of them. Atom breaking this horizontal, which was kind of annoying, but Atom kind of right back at support again, So yeah, so you got alts at support, Obviously you make your own decision with those. Alts, as always, unless it's like the mania phase of the market, alts are always a little bit risky, right? So just make sure you're getting it at smart levels. Don't be FOMOing. The worst thing you can do right now is FOMO on alts. Do not FOMO on alts. If you're going to buy alts, make sure it's at a nice long-term support level, and do not FOMO on alts, because in this current market we're in right now, you will get wrecked FOMOing on alts. You know what I mean? Because like market could be bullish for a few days, Bitcoin could be going to the moon, but as soon as Bitcoin hits resistance, those alts get shredded, right? So be very precise on the altcoin buys. The worst thing you can do right now is FOMO on alts, right? The best thing you can do is buy at big support levels, and that's really all you can do. That's all you can do. Let's see. When KDA update video? Kadena update video. That's funny. Let's see. Guys, FOMO and alts could be a good solution. Yeah. Elliot, you'd be surprised, right? It kind of sounds like common knowledge me saying this, but yet it seems to still be the case of FOMO into alts. Can't get wrecked if you were just holding for the next year. D-Money, I would tend to agree. Just make sure you're being smart about it, man. SHIB holder for life though, said Two Wolves. Nice, bro. Drew, what's a good level for ZIL? I mean, I can tell you the support levels. It's just like I said, all coins are gonna follow BTC. I would say ZIL. What's a good level for ZIL, man? This one was looking so good, and let's just shit the bed, man. You kind of double topped it here. I would say for ZIL, if you can get ZIL, it depends on what you're trying to do. If you can get ZIL here at like 2.5 cents, right, which would be another, 17% drop from here. If you can get ZIL right there at like 2.5 cents or so, that would be prime. If not, if it goes lower, but I would say right around this range. If you're holding for the long term, if you don't care about it dropping a little bit lower, because it could, but if you don't care about it dropping lower, It's probably not a bad range right there, like 2.5 or so. Might not go there. It might go there, you know. But yeah, man, it's kind of where we're at the moment with these altcoins. Is waiting for they're all at support though. I mean, Zill's at the 30 EMA, so like maybe it bounces from here. But for me personally, I wouldn't buy Zill right here. If I was trying to hold long term, I would either wait for this level. If it pumps from here, I missed it. It is what it is, you know. All right, come on, corn. All right, guys. Now I'm gonna say, all right, guys. Now Bitcoin's gonna get a move up. It never fails. It never fails. Should I get off just to not be the horribleness to the market, because I am a curse being on the market, guys. Bitcoin never moves when I'm online. All right, so I will get off because I am the curse of the markets right now. I will see the members in the morning. Hopefully we get some price action, man, because this price action is boring as shit. It is teasing us for that next move. We got more earnings tomorrow, big earnings tomorrow for the stock market. We want the DXY to keep pushing down if we're a bull. We want the S&P to break out, so we need some of these earnings to be good. Let's freaking get busy. All right. Catch you guys in the morning at 8:30. Make sure you guys are there. As always, guys, I will tell you guys this. Do not listen to the damn news. All right? Stay off the damn news. Okay? And in times like this, it's best to stay off Twitter, man, because there's just a bunch of shit posting on Twitter right now. Just from every person just shit posting on Twitter right now, because no one has any idea what the next move is. Right? So stay off Twitter. Make your own opinion. Stick with your own opinion. Obviously, if things stay the same. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right? Adios. Peace. Later. Bitcoin is dead for the 278th time, Alan. For the 278th time, Bitcoin is dead. Okay? I'm long right now. So I'll see you a little bit higher. All right? Peace out.